You've been told that if you're not suffering, you're not growing. That if you're not breaking down, you're not breaking through. That if it doesn't hurt, it doesn't count. But what if that's a lie? What if your success doesn't require struggle? What if your next level doesn't require burnout? What if the very thing you've been praying for is already done, and you've just been taught to grind for what you're meant to rest in? You don't have to suffer your way to the blessing. You don't have to bleed to be worthy of it. This isn't about laziness. This is about alignment. This is about Sabbath, about resting in what's already finished. Let's talk about the power of releasing the grind and letting ease be part of your story. Somewhere along the way, we started worshiping the struggle. We learned to glorify the hustle, to wear exhaustion like a badge, to believe that unless we're in pain, we must not be doing it right. But here's the truth. Struggle isn't the only path to success. And in the words of Neville Goddard, the Sabbath is that moment where you rest in the assumption that it is already done. You don't make the thing happen. You assume it's already real, and then you rest. You move, but you don't strive. You walk, but you don't beg. Assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, and then fall asleep in that state. Neville Goddard. My yoke is easy, and my burden is light. Jesus, Matthew 11:30. Let's talk about how to ease into ease and still rise. Okay, what can we do? Here are 5 steps to ease into ease. Step 1, unlearn the lie that hustle equals worth. You are not more valuable when you're exhausted. You are not more lovable when you're hurting. Worth is not earned through suffering. It's embodied through presence. Step 2, choose flow over force. Pay attention to where you're forcing things. When doors won't open, it's not always a sign to knock harder. Sometimes, it's a sign to walk in a different direction. Ease is not the enemy, it's the compass. Step 3, enter your personal Sabbath. Your dream is already done. Spiritually, energetically, the moment you assume it, it is finished. Let your soul rest, let your body stop fighting. This is the divine pause, the rest that says, it is already mine. Step 4, redefine progress as alignment, not pain. Just because it's hard doesn't mean it's holy. Growth can feel like clarity. Healing can feel like relief. Moving forward can feel like lightness. Step 5, normalize joy on the journey. You don't have to earn joy, you were made for it. Laugh on the way, rest when you need. The more you enjoy the path, the more magnetic your presence becomes. Let's talk about affirmations to get into ease. Before we jump into affirmations, here's how to make them work. Affirmations are not magic words, they're mental conditioning. They're spiritual rewiring. They help shift the story you tell yourself until your life reflects that new truth. To use them powerfully, say them out loud every day. With belief, not just repetition. Feel them. Speak like the version of you who already knows they're true. Don't beg. Affirmations are declarations, not requests. Let them interrupt the spiral. When anxiety creeps in, affirm your peace. And remember what Neville taught. Speak from the end. You already have it. 10 affirmations to unlearn the grind. I don't have to suffer to succeed, and I am allowed to rise in peace. My rest is holy. My joy is sacred. I am successful without burnout. I trust ease. I trust flow. I trust God. I no longer chase. I attract. I move from alignment, not anxiety. I rest in the assumption it is already done. Sabbath lives in my spirit. I release and receive. I am enough, even when I'm still. Now let's talk visualization. One of the most powerful tools to support your shift. Visualization isn't daydreaming, it's identity practice. When you visualize with clarity and feeling, your subconscious begins to accept that vision as truth. Here's how to use it well. Get still, close your eyes, see the version of you who already has the life you desire. Feel what they feel, joy, confidence, peace. Let that feeling fill your body. Stay there as long as you can. Do this daily. Your mind will catch up, and so will your life. 5 visualization exercises for embodying ease. Visualize yourself smiling on your path, not racing, not stressed, just radiant and steady. Picture your success unfolding like a flower, opening at its own perfect pace. Imagine waking up in your future life, rested, fulfilled, and calm, and knowing you got there without breaking yourself. See yourself leaning back, whispering, "It is done," and watching your world shift in response. Visualize a moment of deep Sabbath, where everything slows down, and you feel the presence of peace, promise, and certainty. Comment below, what's something you've been grinding for, that you're ready to receive in peace instead? Like this if you've ever felt guilty for resting. Subscribe for weekly videos to help you unlearn, hustle, and embody alignment. Let's build a new kind of success, the kind that feels good in your soul. You don't have to suffer to grow. You don't have to bleed to be blessed. You don't have to grind to receive. Your success doesn't require your pain, it requires your presence. Neville taught us to rest in the wish fulfilled, to trust that when we assume it, we already are it. Let go of the grind, embody the Sabbath, and let peace be part of your power, because it's already done, and now you rest.